Hey everyone, and welcome to my second ever video blog. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. Right, so today's topic is an important one. We're going to talk about the secret to being a real man. And this topic is important to me, and it should be important to you. Number one, it's important to me because I am a man, or at least a guy, or a dude. And so it's personally important. I also know a lot of dudes. And you probably, chances are, you know some dudes as well. So, or maybe even some men. Anyway, so it's an important topic, I think, because I, at least, haven't had much experience with. It's not like there's a lot of people teaching guys how to be men. I mean, maybe they're teaching us, but it's not necessarily like you in a class, like, hey, here's how to be a man, and next up we're like teaching you algebra. Like maybe you'll pick it up from your, uncle or your dad or Clint Eastwood or maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I don't know. I mean, what is that right? Is that the right stuff to learn? Who knows? So I've been thinking about this recently, and I don't have any answers, first of all. So if you came here looking for the secret to being a man, well, sorry, you came to the wrong place. But I do have some questions because I am, after all, curious Jordy, not Jordy the guy with answers. Anyway, so the first thing I was thinking about was this concept of freedom and how important that is to my conception of being a man. I think this is linked to concepts of like dominance and control and action. I think all of these are very important for men. I think this is a recent thing I've been thinking about. I think that guys need to have a place where they can go and just be in control. And it doesn't need to be, it could be like a vast kingdom, it could be a small fiefdom, it could be like a backyard, it could be a little place in their head or like the pool with their dude friends, like whatever. There just needs to be a place where they can go and not have people give them shit, where they can be the boss. I think every guy needs that. I think. I would love to hear some feedback from other guys and maybe other non-guys if that makes sense. Um, let's see. So, and that's relates to women as well, or anybody, in fact, who wants to please a guy and to make a guy feel good. I think you need to not prevent a guy from having that place, if that makes sense. So, guys want to be in control of something. They don't have to be in control of everything, but there needs to be like one special magical place where they can go and not have to answer to anybody. That's my theory, anyway. Theory number two, there's no script for being a man. It's not like there's like a set of like 10 steps to do that work for everyone, and if you do those 10 steps, you're going to be a man. It doesn't work like that. What I think it works is there's no rules, it's just a personal thing. Like every guy has to kind of figure out what it means for them and to act on that. And that's kind of annoying, I think, because if you're a guy, you just want to like follow the script. But it's also kind of liberating because it means that every guy can kind of find their own thing. So, for example, my own path these days to being a man has taken me into areas where I'm trying to learn things that are stereotypically feminine. These are things like, not being right all the time, and or not needing to be right, and like being sensitive, and like actually caring about how somebody else other than myself is doing, which is really hard for well, men, most men, and especially me. um, yeah, it's been very fruitful. The more that I delve into these areas, and these have applications in things like negotiation, or relationships. Relationships are a big one, where being right all the time and being in control is it maybe not helpful. Yeah, still learning about that one. Anyway, that's been my path, and strangely enough, the more that I delve into these feminine aspects, the more that I have felt masculine in the end. So that's my path, and may not work for everyone, but there you go. The last thing I will say is that I think I have this hypothesis that being a man is not like this state where you're like, hey, I'm 24, or maybe I'm 25, or I'm 13, and I went through this ceremony, and like, bam, I am now a man. And then you're just like a man for the rest of your life, like a life title, It's not like being a chess master, I think, where you get a title when you're 10 and then you just have that for the rest of your life, which is cool. I actually think it's like a process, and you have a chance to be a man or not be a man every single action that you take every day. So that's my theory. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you have certain role models or people that in your life you have taught you how to be a man or have given you some interesting conceptions of this whole concept. I'd love to hear it. Okay, and thanks for sticking with this rather long video blog. Cheers.